Hello again, my dear students. Welcome back to our history class. This video is a continuation of our previous history class, Unit 6, Second World War in Manipur. Today, let us discuss the Japanese invasion of Southeast Asia and India, the Japanese bombing of Imphal 1942, and the invaders and defender of Manipur. Now, let us see the Japanese invasion of Southeast Asia and India. Japan was an aggressive imperial power in Asia. She had visualized a dream for the conquest of East Asia, including China and Southeast Asia. She exerted her sphere of influence over the Pacific. These imperial dreams of Japan made her to come into clash with Great Britain and the United States. When the war broke out in Europe, Japan made an alliance with the Axis powers, namely Germany and Italy. She attacked Pearl Harbor, the American naval base in Hawaii, which made her a belligerent country. She invaded the British colonies in the Southeast Asia and drove away the British forces from there. The great Indian nationalist leader Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who was lobbying with Germany and later on Japan, could convince the Japanese forces to help the Indians in their struggle against the British imperialism. Subhash Chandra Bose was permitted to raise the INA, consisting of the Indian prisoners of war. It was agreed that the imperial force of Japan and the INA would invade India in the northeastern frontier in Manipur and Kohima and liberate the Indians. Ultimately, Burma was easily conquered and the Indian immigrants and the British traders were driven out of Burma. These refugees flocked to Manipur on the journey to their destinations in India. Manipur's immediate problem was the influx of the Indian refugees from Burma. Refugee camps were set up at Imphal. Refugees went to Silchar through the old Kasar Road and then to Dimapur, the nearest railhead in Assam. The British strategists were greatly concerned at this Japanese threat to the eastern frontier. Manipur was aware of the impending Japanese invasion. British army started deploying their units in Manipur. Japanese bombing of Imphal 1942. The war came to Manipur with the bombing of Imphal, the capital of Manipur, by the Japanese Air Force planes. The first bombing was on 10 May 1942, which caused a lot of civilian casualty. The civil administration of the state ceased to function. The town was deserted. The traders and other inhabitants fled to the hills and rural areas. Another air raid occurred on 16 May. The offices of the state government began to function at Kuak Hill, a suburb of the capital, in the house of the Inspector of Police, Khomdram Dhanachandra Singh. The Johnstone High School started running at Khagempali at the house of the headmaster, Konjelbam Gaura Singh. After the first bombing, there was a lull for about a year. On 20th and 21st April 1943, there were bombings at Imphal. It did not cause any panic. People were made familiar with air raid precaution. Incidentally, it coincided with the matriculation examination of Calcutta University. The examination was held at the residence of the Jail member of the Darbar at Moirang Khom. After almost a year, in March 1944, there was air raids on Imphal, heralding the actual invasion of Manipur. The invaders and defenders of Manipur. After the conquest of Burma, Japanese government became extremely cautious in their move for the invasion of India. The Japanese army and the Indian National Army moved into Manipur. The overall in charge of the Japan's invading force was put under the 15th Army under the command of Lieutenant General Mutaguchi Renier. He planned to send 3 divisions of Japanese army to Manipur, Kohima and Tidim. 31 Division under Lieutenant General Sato was to occupy Kohima. 15 Division under Lieutenant General Yamauchi was to occupy Ukhrul and eastern part of Imphal Valley, ultimately the capital. 33 Division under Major General Yanagudi would march to Tedim on his way to conquer Churachandpur, Moirang, Bisnupur and ultimately Imphal from the southwest. 33 Division of the Japanese Army was the best division in the conquest of Burma. General Mutaguchi thought that the invasion would start in the middle of March 1944 and Imphal would be conquered very soon, and they would march into the plains of eastern India. Japanese forces were enthusiastic and hopeful. So far, they had been meeting success only in their conquest of Southeast Asia. The defending British and Allied forces under the 14th Army were under the command of Field Marshal William Slim, with headquarters at Comilla in Bengal, now in Bangladesh. After the Japanese conquest of Burma, the British forces had been gradually withdrawing from the Burma front. They were concentrating at Imphal for a defensive and offensive move against the Japanese. The 4th Corps was stationed at Imphal under the command of a very much decorated Lieutenant General G.A.D. Scoons, a master of war games. The 4th Corps consisted of 3 divisions with the following area of operation: 23 Division at Imphal Town, 20 Division at Western Kabo Valley, 17 Division at Tidim under Major General D.G. Cowan. Later on, 5 Division under Major General Briggs was airlifted from Arakan. The defending 4th Corps faced the acute problem of communication from and to Imphal. 4th Corps was earlier stationed at Jorhat and it was ordered to defend Imphal. The air supply line was the only dependable source of supply. The 17th Indian Division posted at Tedim faced a great logistic difficulty. At the impending march of 33 Division under Major General Yanagudi, General Scoons decided and ordered Major General Cowan to withdraw 17th Division from Tedim and return to Imphal Valley. It was found that the 3 divisions were not enough to defend Imphal. Another division, 5 Indian Division stationed in Arakan, was airlifted to Imphal. By March 1944, 4th Corps had 4 divisions to defend Imphal. The invasion began with the crossing of the Chinwin by 31 Division and 15 Division of the Japanese Army on 16 March 1944 and march of 33 Division for Tedim to Manipur, chasing General Cowan's 17th Division. With this, let us conclude our class for today. Thank you.